Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Thai green curry at home. This is one of my favourite dinners and I have to admit I think it's a family favourite. So now I'm going to show you how to make it. As with anything, we're going to start off with the onions and I'm just going to put them in my hot pan and fry them. Ow! That's splattered. Be careful. Be careful when you're putting things in the pan. Just splattered myself and it hurts. Just going to fry the onions until they're just beginning to soften. I love the smell of frying onions. Right, I think the onions are done now, so the next thing I'm going to add is my chicken. Now this is 4 chicken breasts that I've chopped up to sort of reasonable sort of size pieces, and I'm just going to dump those in. I'm just going to toss the chicken now around in the onions. While that's cooking, I'm going to explain this. This is Thai green curry paste, and I was recommended to use this by the owner of the Thai restaurant in our town centre. And he said go to the local Thai or Asian shop and buy a proper authentic Thai curry paste. Quite often the stuff that you get in the supermarkets is milder and it's more, I think they've made it to what they think is the Western taste palette. But this tastes so much better than what you can get in the supermarket. So if you can get it from your local Asian shop or get it online, but it is really lovely tasty stuff and it's very spicy. The chicken's now cooked, so I'm going to add some fish sauce. Now this, you're not going to need to add any salt to this because this is salty. It also smells fishy, just like the Thai paste. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this. You can buy fish sauce in your local supermarket. I buy mine along with my green Thai paste from my Asian shop that I have in town. And this is very, very spicy. I'm going to add 2.5 tablespoons, which makes it quite hot. If you don't like it hot, put less in. 2. And a little bit more because I think that was nearly 2.5. And we just stir that around and it does smell really fishy. A lot of Thai sauces also have peanuts, ground peanuts in, and sesame oil. So if you're allergic to either of those, then you really do have to be careful with Thai food. Now we've got the paste in, I'm going to add the coconut milk. Again, you can buy this anywhere in a supermarket. There we go. Give that a stir around. And now I'm going to add my vegetables that make it also green. This is 150 grams of frozen French beans. This I think is about 150, 160 of frozen petit pois. If you had an authentic Thai, green Thai curry, they would have all sorts of different vegetables in, but because we can't get them in this country, this is my version of what I would do. That didn't make sense, did it? You know what I meant. Now these are edamame beans or soya beans. They're again frozen. They're in the freezer bit of any supermarket. And they are really lovely, they're really sweet and they go really well with this. And the last thing I'm going to put in is a stock cube because I'm English and I put stock in everything. I don't think this is authentically Thai, but there we go. All I'm going to do now is let that come back up to a simmer and cook it until the beans and the peas are all cooked through. And while that's happening, I'm just going to prepare my rice to go with it. I'm going to add some little cherry tomatoes that I've cut in half. These aren't traditionally Thai, but I like them because they add a bit of colour. This is cooked now and the rice is done, so I'm just going to add some chopped coriander. This is stuff that I've bought in a big packet, chopped it up myself and frozen. That way you've always got some to add to things like this. Just give that a stir around. Now Thai green curry, it does come with a lot of sauce. When you're in a restaurant, it will come with a lot of sauce as well. It's, I don't know why, it's sort of more like looks more like a soup. The other thing you'll notice if you go to a Thai restaurant is that they will give you a spoon and a fork, and that's because in Thailand they don't use a knife. They use the spoon to eat it like a soup because there's lots of liquid. So I'm going to do as the Thais do. Have a little bit of a taste, a bit of chicken, a bit of sauce. Ooh. Hope I don't burn my mouth. That is lovely. Reminds me of holidays, and I must admit it is quite spicy. I hope you're going to have a go at this. Please give it a try, and I'll see you all again next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that little notification button. Thank you for watching.